Thank you so much for joining us for today's pre-match press conference, featuring Test captain Themba Bavuma ahead of the second Test between South Africa and Sri Lanka here at Dafabet St. George's Park. This is a fully in-person media op, so we won't be taking any questions from online, of course. And who would like to start us off? Telford.
Hello, Themba. Hi. You were able to name an 11 before the Kingsmead Test, but things have got a bit complicated since then with all the injuries. Do you have an 11 for this one as well?
Yeah, we just got 2 changes. Rickleton comes in as well as Dane Patterson.
For who?
So, well, Mulder's not there, Gerard is not there. So 3 seamers, frontline spinner, and then, yeah, the rest being the batters.
Okay, and just can you talk me through your thinking about bringing in Rickleton?
From a thinking point of view, well, I mean, we're quite happy from a bowling point of view, the resources that we have, so we'd like to go again with those 3 frontline seamers. We obviously got Kesh from the spin point of view. We've got Aiden as well, who can do a job there. And then, I think, looking at the way we've made up our team, we've always wanted to have as many runs as we can on the board. So Rickleton coming in as, that extra batter, that gives us that opportunity. Also encourages us to keep playing in the manner that we've been speaking about. Similar to what we did in the West Indies, I think, in the first Test. So yeah, nothing different from that point of view.
There'll be a lot of people saying, Kwena Mapaka. What do you say to those folks?
It's nice to have him in the team, especially here within the Test team. Lovely young guy, obviously played with him a bit with the Lions. So yeah, I think for him, he's quite thrilled and ecstatic to be a part of the team, to be a part of the Test team. He obviously knows that there's still certain things that he needs to do to be one of the main guys within our bowlers. But yeah, lovely to have Kwena part of the Test group.
Themba, Dane Patterson has played, I think, 5 Tests in 4 years, and he understands, he seems to really know that he's like a kind of horses for courses guy. What is it about these conditions that you think will suit him?
I think Pat, if you look at all our bowlers, take away Mulder, he's probably the one guy that can hit the stumps more consistently, being shorter in stature. So, and St. George's is one of those wickets where LBW, bowled, well, even the nick-off as well, become a lot more predominant in terms of wicket-taking options. So I guess he adds that variety to us as a team, where we have a guy who can target the stumps more. And look, from a skill point of view, there's not many guys who are better than Pato in terms of getting the ball up there, swinging, nipping it around. So, like you say, he's played 5 Tests in 4 years, but every time he's got an opportunity, he's always shown as to why he should probably be playing more. But yeah, also nice to have Pato back in the starting lineup.
And they say it's the batting wind that's blowing and a kind of drying wind at the moment. If you've gone with the extra batter, are you very confident in the attack to be able to take 20 wickets in what seem to be slightly less favourable conditions than Kingsmead? Yeah,
I'm confident. Look, to be honest, I'm not well versed in terms of the wind, whether it's coming from the east or the west. I do know that the wind can change, as it did in Durban, where it started to swirl a bit. But the way that we stacked up our lineup is that we believe that with the runs on the board, that gives you enough time to get 20 wickets. Might take us a bit longer. It may not play like Durban. There is a bit more grass on the wicket, so I think there will be something that is in there for our seamers. But if it doesn't favor our seamers, we do have the spin in cash to be effective. So we believe that whether it's the spin, we can still be successful in these conditions.
Captain, you went for, or you mentioned now there that you're going with 3 frontline seamers and 1 spinner, with Aiden being the additional option. When do you think, it's obviously we can't tell, and weather can be very unpredictable, but when do you think spin could play a role in this match?
Well, traditionally, having played here at this ground, generally from day 3 onwards, it does become a real threat. Obviously, with the wicket breaking up, depends, how the wicket plays, like you said. But generally, day 3 if I remember the last time we played Bangladesh here. It was around day 3, day 4, where the wicket started turning prodigiously.
So what is it that your bowling attack needs to do on this pitch specifically in order to take that 20 wickets needed to obviously secure victory?
I think we'll obviously judge on day 1, to be honest. We'll have a look at the conditions, we'll adapt and we'll play accordingly. I think the difference here is that you want to bring the stumps into play, so I guess guys have spoken about bowling straighter lines. So there'll be, but I think with all that, there still has to be the assessment as to how the wicket is playing on the day. Whether we're bowling first tomorrow, whether we're batting first, that's something for us to consider. I think probably what we know that it probably won't be as quick. It won't be as quick the wicket as what we are accustomed to. But the adjusting really will happen after day 1 to see what it's like, and we'll play accordingly.
And you obviously made your debut at this ground, I think it was 10 years ago now. And can you just talk to us about how test playing conditions here has changed and what makes it so tricky or challenging?
I've always enjoyed. Yeah, I've always enjoyed playing at St. George's. I think it's probably, I'd say, one of the better wickets within the country, where there's something in for the bowlers with the new ball, and obviously for the batters as well. Once the ball gets soft, then the spinners also come into play later on within the game. So it accommodates everyone, and it really makes it a proper test of your skills. Games don't really finish in 2.5 days here at St. George's, so you're really going to have to be set to be in it for the long haul. But yeah, it accommodates all types. Batters, I think batters, you generally have to work hard for your runs. It's not as free-flowing as all the other venues within the country, and obviously the atmosphere as well. The fans, the band, that all add to the whole camaraderie of playing here at St. George's.
Skipper, South Africa getting extremely close to play the WTC final. You got this game and 2 more games against low-ranked Pakistan. What it would mean to South African cricket to earn that ticket to Lord's in June?
Yeah, it would mean a lot, right? I think, like you say, we're getting a lot more closer, and I think as us as a team, we're also trying to get a lot more closer as a team and keep looking inwardly, without looking too far ahead. I think, like I said before the start of the series, I think after the start of the World Test Championship series, after New Zealand, we weren't really rated. We weren't really given a chance to be anywhere close to where we are now. So I think for us as a team, we'll take a lot of confidence for that I guess we have a lot more eyes on us. There's a lot more positive sentiment about how we've gone about playing our cricket. But like I said, we'll keep just focusing on ourselves. So, yeah, if we see ourselves there in June, July at Lord's, that would be very nice. But we have to obviously keep playing the good cricket that we've been playing.
Just to follow up to that, you've played for a long time now, before the WTC was even a thing. Just as a Test captain, I wondered what you thought about the World Test Championship as a whole, and what it maybe has changed in Test cricket, in the Test cricket landscape.
Yeah, it's been exciting. I think it's put a bigger prize or value on Test cricket. I think for the guys who are, I guess, seen as Red Bull players, I remember Dean saying that it's become their World Cup type of thing. So it's really becomes something for teams, countries to strive towards. It doesn't feel like a stopgap type of thing, Test cricket. There's actually a lot of value behind it. And I think if you, like listening into the change room to the younger guys who are coming in, there's a lot more positivity, there's a lot more hype and excitement around Test cricket and wanting to do something special within that format. So I think it's been a lovely inclusion to cricket. guys are smiling in the changing room when they've heard that the match fees might be increased. So that's obviously quite another positive. But yeah, it's been incredible so far.
Temba, you're coming off what many would consider your best ever test performance, a really important innings in the first innings and then the 100 in the second innings. Do you struggle with separating Temba the batter from Temba the captain? Is that, something that you spend some time on, or is it one and the same?
I think that's always a challenge, or at least that's the challenge that I've found as captain, is separating those two. I think it's important that you are able to do so. And I guess I focused a lot more on Temba the captain, to be honest, and everything that comes about it, and haven't really given the energy and time that Temba the batter requires. I guess being injured, not being able to be in the middle gives me time to kind of reflect on me as a batter, what my goals are, how I want to go about doing my business, and obviously putting in the time and effort to do so. So I think it's something that I guess all captains will have to deal with. Yeah.
Temba, you've had a week to think about this 10-year thing, and 10 years is a long time to play Test cricket. And you've already been asked kind of how it's changed, but how have you changed, and how has your kind of relationship to the game changed in that time?
Yeah, I think physically I've changed, not less hair, but I think in terms of the way I view the game, obviously see the game a bit differently. When I came here as a 24, 25-year-old, I guess I was a lot naive to a lot of things. And now, 10 years later, having gone through the journey, the ups and downs, you appreciate things a lot more. You don't take things for granted, and you try to find moments and memories in everything that is happening around you. I've been very grateful for the journey that I've been on, everything that has come with it. People always say that in hard times you really get to discover yourself, and I really do think that is true. I think the one thing that hasn't changed or won't change is my passion and love for the game, and I think it's through that I've been able to, I guess, overcome everything that has come my way. And I think also there's an ambition and a fire inside of me of certain things that I want to achieve, and I guess until I achieve those things, well, maybe then I might be looking at the game from the sidelines. But yeah, as it is now, as much as it's 10 years, I do feel that I've got a couple of more years in me, mentally that is, physically, not too sure. But I think as long as I'm still enjoying the game, I'm still passionate about the game, I still get joy from seeing other guys perform. I still get joy from seeing guys become inspired, I guess, through what you say, through your actions. I'll still be well and truly on this journey.
Okay, on that note, that concludes the press conference. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.